Amsterdam is great, but you really need to get out of Amsterdam to fully experience the Netherlands and surrounding areas. There are so many great places to go within just a couple hours, so instead of spending a few days in Amsterdam and then moving on to the next popular city, check out some of these smaller bucket list worthy spots nearby.
We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona.
One of the easiest day trips from Amsterdam is Leiden. A quick €11 train ride from Amsterdam Central and you'll be in the cutest city with its own windmill. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, there's a great market along the canal to explore and sample local food like frites, stroopwafel, and my favorite, poffertjes. You can really shop for whatever your heart desires here with fresh fruit and vegetables, cheese, bread, seafood, olives, clothes, and souvenirs. Windmills are an icon of the Netherlands, and you can easily walk to the De Valk windmill. The only remaining windmill in city limits, it's now a museum preserving the interior as it was when the last miller and his family lived here in the 1960s. It's only a 6-minute walk from Leiden Central to the windmill, and then an easy walk to the market as well. You can visit the birthplace of Rembrandt, take a canal tour, pick from a variety of museums, or just wander the canal-lined streets in this mini Amsterdam. The Netherlands is world famous for tulips, so if you happen to be nearby from late March to mid-May, you have to take at least one day to see the tulip fields. You're not going to find any tulip fields in Amsterdam, so if you don't have a car, you can take the train to the Hillegom station and either catch the bus or bike to Lisse. This small town is near the famous Keukenhof Garden. The massive garden is home to 7 million flowers, and in 2024 will be open March 21st to May 12th. Make sure to book your tickets in advance and try to visit Monday through Wednesday before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m. for less crowds. Tickets have a specific entry time, so I'd recommend trying to book the first slot so you can have as much time as you'd like to explore. If visiting earlier in the season, you'll see crocuses, daffodils, hyacinths, and not just tulips. Entrance is €19.50 if you purchase your tickets online. If you're looking for a more budget-friendly option, consider renting bikes to ride along the sprawling fields outside the garden. It feels like you're in a movie. Each year the fields may change, but I've included a Google Maps list with the locations we visited. In Keukenhof, you can't take pictures in the fields. Be respectful of the fields outside the park, but there are some you can take pictures in. If you're not into biking or have small children, consider visiting a picking farm like De Tuperij and Anmeeks Pluktuin. They're smaller fields, but you can pick your own bouquet for around 50 cents a flower, and you'll be able to get pictures standing in the fields. De Tuperij even had a cute shop and cafe, plus an activity for kids. If you're not visiting during tulip season, it's still worth a visit to the nearby town of Noordwijk and Katwijk. We biked along the coast and through the sand dunes, but unfortunately didn't have time to explore Katwijk. It looked like such a cute town though. You can take a bus from Leiden to Noordwijk or Katwijk. We stayed in Noordwijk when visiting the tulip fields and rented bikes for just €15 a day. We are so glad that you're here traveling with us today. It would be awesome if you're enjoying this video if you'd give us a like and subscribe so you can travel with us around the world. One of the great things about Europe is how close everything is. You could even visit another country for a day from Amsterdam. Antwerp, Belgium is as little as an hour and 20 minutes away, depending on how much you're willing to pay for train tickets. The cheaper trains take almost 2 hours, but you'll also save money booking tickets in advance. We did an overnight trip and visited Ghent and Bruges. Both are beautiful medieval cities and definitely worth the trip. Ghent has a smaller medieval city center with a lively university population that brings a fun artistic atmosphere to the rest of the city as well. Bruges is a fairy tale-like romantic city with cobblestone streets and narrow alleys you could get lost exploring for hours. I personally liked Bruges more, but I think that's because we did a walking tour where we learned so much about the unique history of the city. It's worth taking a canal tour for about €10 in each to view the city from a different perspective and then explore on foot. Some of the top sites in Ghent include the Three Towers, St. Bavo's Cathedral, the Belfry, and St. Nicholas's Church that give Ghent the nickname Medieval Manhattan. Gravestein Castle, Graffiti Street, Korenmarkt, St. Michael's Bridge, and of course Graasley and Korenley. In Bruges, you don't want to miss Market Square with the Belfry, the Church of Our Lady, St. John's Hospital, the Beguinage, Minawater Lake, Rosary Quay, the Bridge of Love, and the Basilica of the Holy Blood. Of course, you can't miss frites, waffles, and chocolates when in Belgium. A popular day trip from Amsterdam is Zandseeschans, but many people miss Volendam, Marken, and Broek and Waterland, also nearby. These beautiful villages are exactly where you want to wander quaint alleys and sample fresh local produce like cheese and fish. Volendam is a cute lakeside town, a quick 40-minute bus ride from Amsterdam. You can wander the narrow alleyways of Doolhof, the oldest part of the fishing village, and sample cheese at the Volendam Cheese Factory. Walk along the lake and eat some local fish before taking the ferry to Marken, the next village on your day trip. This town used to be an island but is now connected to land. The harbor is surrounded by colorful wooden houses in dark shades of green and blue. With a more lived-in feel, you can explore the town on foot or rent bikes to find the best views. After Marken, we took the bus to the last village of our day trip, Broek and Waterland. This village was the smallest and felt very local. Since we arrived later in the day, it was completely empty, and pretty much everywhere was closed, but you can visit the local church, eat in the cafe, or even rent a boat to tour the canals during the spring and summer. This barely even scratches the surface of where to explore outside of Amsterdam, but I hope these 4 ideas help you get out of Amsterdam and see more of this beautiful region. Which one are you visiting first? Thanks for traveling with us, and we'll see you next time.